The stats are out there and it's alarming. Barna recently released a study that in the last 20 years, regular participation by Christians in a Sunday service has dropped in half, from 50% of the population of our country to 25% of the population of our country. The message of the gospel is amazing, but that's not what people are encountering. You see, so often when people come to learn about Christ, what they're getting is a list of do's and don'ts, a bunch of rules. They're not encountering the person of Christ. And rules without relationship leads to rebellion. And that rebellion is fierce, and I believe has led to a great amount of disengagement. Relational ministry meets people where they're at. It loves them where they're at, and then it journeys with them to a new place. Jesus on the road to Emmaus is an excellent example of what accompaniment looks like. You see, they're walking on the road to Emmaus, and Jesus comes up and they're talking about these things. And he could have just paused them right there and said, I'm Jesus, just listen to me because I'm the guy that just rose from the dead. But instead, he entered into their story. He listened to them, he accompanied them. And then catechesis followed where he broke apart the scriptures, at which point then he was fully revealed in the breaking of the bread. And what happened is they were able to journey, they were able to have their story, their concerns heard first, and then they fell in love with the message and ultimately the person of Jesus Christ. He shared the truth as it related to their situation. He added value the second he entered into the conversation because he listened to their story. When it comes to relational ministry, there's times where we seek to bring the youth or the people we journey with to Jesus Christ. And that happens sometimes. It's an amazing fruit. But when we become Christ and we listen to them, we might not always bring a person to Christ, but we can always bring Christ to a person when we are God's love in the flesh. So for all the ministry leaders, know that in your time in ministry, the work you do for people will bring Christ to people when you accompany them through relational ministry.